Hello everyone, this is the FPL Trio. I am Pulkit and I am joined by my co-hosts Daniel and Michael. How's it going, Daniel?
It's going great. Happy to be here and to be analyzing the games. Yeah, let's get right into it. Michael, you're good as well?
Yeah, pretty good. Can't wait until game week 2 starts again.
Yeah, so basically, as Daniel mentioned, we'll review some of the matches that happened in this game week and look at the key players that were involved in those matches. So, what we have here is the SofaScore website, which has actually quite a lot of stats. So, we'll just try to go through some of the key stats and discuss and share our opinions. Liverpool versus Ipswich match. It's actually quite a good result for me and Michael being Liverpool fans. 2-0, a great start to the season. Actually, I was quite worried when I saw the first half. Not that we performed bad, but Ipswich looked so excited, and I thought this might be a sad day. Also, I saw that stat that Liverpool under new manager hasn't won a first game for like many years. So that worried me a bit, but glad that we won it. Michael, any comments?
Yeah, that first half seemed to be very shocking for Liverpool anyways. But for Ipswich fans, it seems like they've always been in the EPL because they were pressing very, very well. And their defense was also quite good, especially when I think they only kept Liverpool to 2 or 3 shots in the first half, which is amazing for a promoted team against a team like Liverpool, who's been the top three for the last 4 or 5 seasons. But thankfully, Salah got through the game pretty good in the second half and scored some good points. But there's definitely a lot of pocket threats in this game. How about you,
Yeah,
Daniel?
Yeah, no, I agree with that as well. I just said they did only get three shots, actually, Liverpool in the first half. If you press on first half, you can see Liverpool only had 0.09 expected goal compared to Ipswich. So
That's
Ipswich were kind of more dangerous in that first half. And in the second half, everything switches. It's 2.56 expected goals for Liverpool, and then they had 15 shots compared to three in the first. So I would say it was a nice halftime talk by Arne Slot. Kudos to him. Uh, yeah, well, again, congrats to you guys. First one of the season and the books. Yeah, Pulkit, what do you have to add about the stats here?
yeah, all these stats, I think they sort of explain what Daniel you just mentioned. Like first half, just 0.09, then actually getting back in the second half. So the expected numbers are as we expected. 2.65 expected goals, 0.45 for Ipswich. They did look threatening in the first half, which also shows in the stats. Big chances, 6 big chances created. I think even in the second half, Trent looked quite lively and he created quite a lot. So was really good to see that, especially because all three of us have Trent and we expect him to create some big chances to justify his price tag in our teams. Then total shots, goalkeeper saves, pretty much okay. Lot of corners, one for Liverpool, 10 compared to 2. And finally, yeah, all looks in favor of Liverpool as one would have expected it.
yeah, definitely. Then can you look at the first half statistics again?
Yeah,
Yeah. So with this one here, it seems that Ipswich is a type of team that will counter quite well. Because if you see the percentage that's just go up a little bit, yeah. So 58% possession from Liverpool and 42 for Ipswich, but they still had 4 total shots in the first half. So I think against the bigger teams, the defensive midfielders or midfielders, they would get a lot of assists, I think. And the forwards like Hutchinson, the fast ones, expect them to run down the wings and just invert in and score 3 goals. So I think there's a lot of good momentum here for Ipswich if they counter attack.
yeah, agreed. I think we'll also see a lot when we look at the player positions, but also the tale of two halves, we can see, I think what also happened is Ipswich were quite excited. It was their home game coming to the Premier League after a long time. And they basically put in all the energy that they had in the first half. And then they pretty much ran out of energy in the second half, which is why we see this amazing performance in the first half and then maybe a bit of downfall. So in the future games, they might learn to manage that energy and basically play throughout in a controlled manner, and we might see quite better performances from Ipswich. But before now, we can maybe move at the player positions. Quite interesting things over there as well. So Ipswich average player positions, and basically the interesting theory here is Wes Burns looks to be quite ahead of the rest of the crowd. I didn't expect that actually.
He did get subbed off injured though around the 57th minute. Ah, this is our guy right there, Leif Davis. I mean, look at his position compared to the other defenders. It's quite high up. I was watching the game. I'm sure you guys were as well. He was down the flank all the time. He looked dangerous, and against, I mean, probably a lesser opponent, he's gonna cause some damage.
Yeah, and he basically seems to be taking corners from both sides, so that's also quite good.
Sure, his expected assist this game was only 0.02. But I think it's fine since he was
Yeah,
playing Liverpool. I mean, they had 0.047 expected goals as a whole team. So, but yeah, I'm excited for him, and this makes it even better. I mean, if you look at the right back, he's number 14, 12 GB. He
hmm
can see the difference in where they stand much easily. So I think we can expect more of that in the coming games. Like 12 GB staying back and then Leif Davis having the opportunity to roam in front, which is a good sign. And that's why he's 4.5 in my team.
yeah. After all, you are Mr. Leif Davis, right?
I am Leif Davis. Come on, Leif Davis. I am matching him next week though versus City probably. But yeah, what else? What do you guys have to add?
Yeah, so with this game here, if you just click on like Davis again, so this is the type of game where how he plays over the stats, because like with any other team that he plays, whether it's Fulham or Nottingham Forest, for example, when left back is always that high up, they're bound to score that, have that assist somewhere along the games. So I think this just goes to show for Leif Davis, he's close to a must-have from game week 3, 4, 5 when he's starting to play his middle or the pack teams. Even if the stats doesn't show it too much, this heat map just shows that he's one of the best lower, ranked players in a team like Ipswich to be in your FPL team.
Yeah, completely agree. And also, this heat map kind of shows his maturity, because if you look not just ahead in the pitch over here, but also in the back, he was actually covering Salah. So he knew that he's playing against a world class player in Salah. So he doesn't just have to think about attack, but also provide support to his team, which is why Liverpool hardly had any chances in the first half.
Yeah, true. And I'm starting on the still on topic of Leif Davis. I'm starting to see bigger content creators start to mention him more and more. So yeah, so people might start getting on the Leif Davis train sometime very soon.
All right. So another player I'd like to also discuss is Omari Hutchinson. Again, another player we basically also pumped up quite a bit during our promoted teams video, and he looked promising against Liverpool. He was one of the most attacking ones. His heat map probably doesn't justify how much attacking he was, but he's still, even in the heat map, you can see he's around the box quite a lot. And against lower ranked teams, I think he could get some good returns.
Yeah, looking at this heat map, yeah, he seems to be trying to run to spaces to create those goal scoring chances. And yeah, against the Liverpool team that can defend very well, yeah, it's very hard to get into those boxes there. And like you said, against lower ranked teams or the mid table teams, that should be pushing forward more. And hopefully that 1 or 2 goals will come through.
Yeah, yeah. But moving to the main team, Liverpool. So average position, as expected, would be a lot higher. Trent almost close to the middle of the field, which we kind of expect. Then we have Diego Jota up top, Diaz alongside him, and also Salah almost. So pretty much every one of those attackers around the box.
And if you see this here with Salah in the heat map, he was playing quite a lot in that middle right, whether it's, just in front of the halfway line or just behind. That's basically very similar to Leif Davis and his heat map. And it just goes to show, I know we're talking about Liverpool here, but it just goes to show how good Leif Davis is in defending Salah.
Yeah.
Where Salah wasn't able to push up too much. And I know he scored a goal and assist, but yeah, it just goes to show how good Leif Davis is, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Makes sense. But Salah, as we were a bit worried about him being quite a bit wider and not going to the central, first game of the Premier League, he showed what he can do. It doesn't matter whether he's wide or not. And even in the heat map, you can see he's pretty close to the central. And he at times in different like moments of the game, he also goes and takes a bit of a central position.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, Pulkit, because a lot of people were concerned about Salah not having as much burst as previous years under Slot's new system. But I guess he's like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna prove you all wrong, and he went ahead and scored and assisted. And I think that's hopefully what that's gonna give him the momentum to keep performing that way in the next few weeks and throughout the season, obviously. And I just want to also talk about Trent here. And he said almost at the halfway line, and actually Trent had a expected assist of 1.00. So he is not lucky to not have a ball for us, or three of us. But yeah, I'm excited to have him in my team, at least for now. Yeah, happy to see what he's going to do in the next games.
Exactly. Also, I'd like to look like, so he was also quite central, looks quite advanced as all of us expected before the game, but would be someone to wait and see how this turns into returns, basically.
Yeah, actually, Michael and I discussed him in our pre-deadline stream with Szoboslai. He's, I mean, he played really well in preseason, and I even like considered him at some point for my team. He's playing a lot through the middle, and you can see he's all over the park. And he got a return as well. He got an assist. So he is someone, and I think he's 6.5, right? So
Yeah,
Believe so, yeah.
6.5.
I'm just checking that. Yeah, he has 6.5. So, I mean, he could be a bargain if he keeps this position and these returns up, and obviously his consistent minutes as well. He did play the full 90, so that's an encouraging sign.
Yeah, yeah. I'm also seeing McAllister quite advanced, but basically his average position is advanced, but his heat map shows that he's not attacking as much as, for example, Szoboslai.
Yeah, true. Michael, anything to add on any player?
Not too much, but I would like to add one thing about Salah. Let's just say, thankfully, his haircut did not affect his performance. The only reason why I say that is because if you rewind history to Fernando Torres, I still believe that Fernando Torres only went very bad because he cut his hair short. And I didn't know if that curse would go to someone, but that's all.
All right, then. Yeah, I think we are good. Thanks, everyone. And like, share, subscribe. Thank you.